everyone. A very warm greetings to all once again and welcome back to my channel English Learning once again. Before we start our session, I want again all the viewers to like this video and subscribe my channel. In today's session, we are going to learn mind mapping, and this is the another important topic as per our English board exam. This question will be asked for 3 marks. This question can be given in place of note making. It won't be given as an option with note making, but in the place which is question number 2C. So either note making can be asked or mind mapping can be given. So you have to be prepared for both because you don't know which question will be given in question number 2C. So again, it is presented by me. Let's have a look on the details, on the explanation part. So before we start concentrating on the explanation part, we really need to understand and have a logical idea about mind mapping and why we are learning it. What's the need of learning it? So we are learning mind mapping for 2 reasons. The first reason is that we have to score good marks in our HSC board exam. 3 marks which is, and the other reason is that this knowledge we can apply in our day-to-day learnings, our daily learnings, right? So let's have a look on the definition part. First of all, mind mapping is a highly effective way of getting information in and out of your brain. Mind mapping is a creative and logical means of note taking and note making that literally maps out your ideas. So it is really and completely different from note making. Note making and mind mapping, they both may have the same way of writing the answers or else the attempting the question or the way of writing in board exam. The same way they both may have, but the meaning of note making and mind mapping is completely different. How they both may have the same pattern in board exam, like for both, passage will be given and the structure will be given, and that structure will be with blank spaces, and those blank spaces you need to fill with the keywords, important points. But what are the differences between these 2 topics? The differences between these 2 topics are, as I have already explained what is note making in my previous video. So here I would like to focus on the difference between note making and mind mapping. So the difference is that note making is a procedure of making notes. And this is something that while listening to someone or while reading something, you just jot down or pick out some important points to make your notes. So note making is something you are just in process. You haven't learned anything yet. You are just jotting down the points to learn something. But mind mapping is something you have learned something already, and then you are mapping your brain. You are thinking towards your learning. You are trying to jot down the points not out of the explanation from someone or else the passage given in the textbook. No, it is something that you are jotting down the points from your brain, and you are taking pen and paper and you are drawing that structure, and you are first of all drawing the main concept, and then you are making the branches and then some sub branches in it. So that is mind mapping. So again, I would like to repeat that note making is ongoing process. It's like you haven't learned anything yet. You are in the beginning of the process. And mind mapping is something you have done everything, and now you are mapping your brain. You are testing your understanding, your knowledge on paper. So this is the huge difference. But when it comes on writing in board exam, they both can have the same pattern of writing. How to do mind mapping? As I already explained the difference between note making and mind mapping. Think of your general main theme and write that down in the center of the page. So, whatever knowledge you have, and you want to just write it down, or you want to test yourself, the knowledge which you have towards that particular concept. So, you will first put the main concept, which is food here. Then, the second point, figure out sub themes of your main concept and draw branches to them from the center, beginning to look like a spider web. Meats, dairy, breads. So these are the sub branches of food. Now the third step, make sure to use very short phrases or even single words. So the way note making also we have studied that there also we have to use keywords, or else we have to use very short phrases. We have to avoid using huge or big lines or statements. Add images to invoke thought or get the message across better. If any image comes to your mind, which can help you out to recollect or recall that particular learned thing, so you can draw that image as well. Like in many times while studying, you have lots of diagrams as well. So those diagrams as well you can put over there in your mind mapping. The last point, try to think of at least 2 main points for each sub theme you created and create branches out to those. If there are more branches, sub branches, 2 sub branches, you can create. Otherwise, if it is not there, it depends on the topic which you have chosen. So when you start doing something, it goes on and on. So whatever is going to come in your exam and how much you have to write, it depends upon that. Like how much or how many branches or sub branches you have to create. Now let's have a look on few examples of mind mapping here, as like 4 examples are mentioned on this slide, as you all can have a look here. So mind mapping doesn't have any hard and fast rule that you have to be stuck with this particular diagram. You cannot choose that diagram. So there are lots of different types of templates available in Google as well. You can go and search for it. You can try to do it. And it is really helpful for your studies, as you all are in 12th standard. So 12th standard is something full of lots of difficult technical subjects. So these all knowledge which you are getting here in English classes, either it is note making, mind mapping, all these knowledges you can apply in your different types of subjects for scoring good marks. Now let's have a look the benefits of mind mapping. Already in the previous slides I have mentioned lots of benefits over there. But then again, let's have some jotted down points here. First point, it enables meaningful learning. Of course, you really understand the meaning because you again and again recollect it, you again and again test your brain. And while testing your brain, while mapping your brain on the paper, you take help of your notes also in the beginning. Wherever you are sticking down, breaking down in between. So that time you can take help of your textbook or your notes. But second time, third time when you try, avoid using your notes. Try it to do completely on your own. It helps with memorization and retention, and it really helps you out. It makes that particular information or learn part very staunch in your brain. It remains for a very long time in your brain. It's a more engaging form of learning, and this is something when you start recollecting, your thought process gets very fast. Your thought process gets very fast and you just avoid all the distraction. This mind mapping is such a way nothing can distract you from your studies. It makes complex issues easier to understand. Complex, as I said, like if any particular topic which has lots of different types, different categories, different branches, sub branches. So this is the thing, when you are applying it, when you are doing it, when you are creating mind mapping, it makes it really easy. It improves your productivity. It ignites your creativity. Yes, it improves your productivity and creativity. This is something that, as I said, that your thought process, it increases, it somewhere excels your thought process. Your distraction level, it gets low. So it really helps you out in studying well and to make your thoughts very staunch, your learning very staunch. So these are the important benefits of mind mapping. So it is not only important for 12th standard English for scoring marks, it is important for your daily learning also. Now let's have a look on the first step, that how we can start making map. So first of all, you have to draw a circle or else any other structure you can take over here, any other diagram you can have over here. So one example I would like to give you, and in one of the previous slides I have showed you a few examples given there. So this is the first step where like main concept I will be putting. So begin with the main concept. This is the first step. And then let's have a look on the second slide. Second step, add branches to the main concept. So you all can see there are lots of branches over here, and all branches are colorful. When you try to make it colorful, and next time again when you see it, once like you have done it nicely or completely or thoroughly, so again when you see it, it gives you a proper idea. So these colors are also helping you out to remembering or memorizing the things for a long time. Now the third step, explore topics by adding more branches. So if it has more branches, you can add over there. Sometimes few sub branches have more branches. You can add for those sub branches more branches. If it is not there, unnecessarily we need not to put there. So thank you so much everybody for watching this video, and subscribe my channel for more good videos.